Well, it is after the 2024 Munich Show, and did lots of coverage of it, and we've got lots of videos up. And now it looks like I'm kind of in a lovely little cafe area, about to go have maybe some lunch in a gazebo like that, with some beautiful sandwiches and cappuccinos. But that's not what's happening. I'm about 12 miles outside of the Zurich airport, and as you could see in the background, the sign, I'm actually at Siber Siber. This is a mineral shop here in Switzerland, and if you'll recall, back in March 17th of 2021, we had the owner of Siber Siber on the Mineral Talks Live interview show, and that was Dr. Andreas Stucki. And it was a great show. Everybody loved it. During the show, he tried to kind of walk us through the shop here, and we didn't meet with much success because we actually started running into internet interference and the signal started dropping out. So I happened to run into Stucki at the Munich Show this year, and he invited me to come down. So I'm here at Siber Siber and about to go in the shop, find Andreas, and we're going to walk around and actually give a tour of what the inside of Siber Siber actually looks like. So this is a follow-up to the Mineral Talks Live episode, and also give you some information on what's coming up in the near future. So let's go find Dr. Andreas Stucki. Andy, how are you doing?
Good.
Great to see you, man. It was so great. I always love running into you in the shows. You're always such a great guy to hang out with and talk with.
Easy to find, too.
Indeed. All you have to do is look up. But when we were talking in Munich and talking about coming down here and actually doing a walkthrough of the show, I thought that was a brilliant idea. So thank you again for the invitation. And maybe you could lead us around the store and we won't run into any internet dropouts here, and we can give the audience an idea of what this incredible shop is really like.
All right. We'll gladly do that.
Super.
As you can see, we're an everything rock shop.
Classic rock shop. That's what we need more of.
Meaning our inventory spans from mineral specimens in all price ranges. Jewelry, always stone dominated. Fossils, polished stones, the whole thing. And of course, because we're a Swiss business, Swiss rocks.
Of course.
Need to have a big share of it. And
so just for the viewers to know, what we did is we just came in the front door there. And so you come in and here is the checkout counter register. And so now we're going left and we're walking into one of the main galleries. And just behind this table is where you were seated during our interview in 2021. All right, so what do we have here on the table?
So this is just like a cross-section of what we have in Switzerland.
Okay, this is all Swiss here.
All Swiss, from white quartz to smoky quartz to very dark smoky quartz. Because of course, quartz is our main thing in the Swiss Alps. We don't have that much in terms of colorful, rare minerals, but quartz we do have. And we do have some of the best quartz there is worldwide.
Absolutely, and everybody knows that. Classic Alpine quartz.
So these are, the good specimens that don't need to be behind the glass.
Okay.
The showcase over there contains more of the things that better be behind glass.
And this is still all Swiss here?
All Swiss, Swiss. Including, of course, the lovely Gwindels.
Oh, yeah.
Our Alpine specialty. And then quartz from, again, light smoky to almost pitch black color.
And again, I say this probably every time I see you, but you gave a presentation at the Dallas Fine Mineral Symposium. What year was that?
18.
2018.
Yes.
On basically Gwindels from Switzerland. And I still maintain it was the best presentation that I've ever seen on Gwindels. I mean, it allowed me to really kind of start understanding what was going on. So great job. People, if
Thank
you're
you.
out there, look it up on the Arkenstone website. I don't think I have it up on BlueCap anymore, but take a look, and if you find it, it's a great, great presentation.
Well, thanks for telling me that. It took a little while to get it all kind of packaged into a whole presentation.
Yeah.
Because, of course, some of the background, especially with the gwindles, is kind of hard to fathom, even for, a mineral trained guy.
Yeah, absolutely. Before we go there, you showed us this room in the interview. Let's just do a quick peek through it, if that's okay.
This is our diamond room.
This is it, diamond room.
With a few golds thrown in. So it's all diamond jewelry, loose cut diamonds, and quite a few rough diamonds, diamond crystals, mostly from Australia, from the now closed Argyle mine.
Okay.
And yeah, they may be small, but
they're powerful.
They're just lovely.
But then these golds are absolutely stunning. And we've got Australian, and
there's a Californian.
Australians on the bottom there.
Yeah.
We got Californian up here. I don't see a label on.
That's an Australian one.
That's Australian as well.
There's another Australian one.
Western Australian one.
And
so 4 pieces, great display. I mean, beautiful, beautiful pieces.
And for reference, the 2 specimens down here, they're both, more than 600 grams in weight.
Wow.
Yeah, so the one to the right is about 1.5 pounds.
Make a nice birthday gift to anybody. Available right here. All right,
Wonderful.
Let's continue our tour.
So for any US-based viewer, of course, this may look familiar. It's Indian, Native American jewelry and fetishes made by Zuni artists in New Mexico.
Okay.
It's just a little showcase we do because we do know quite a few of the artists.
That's great. And you have long-term relationships with
Yes.
them, I would imagine.
But then let's go back to minerals. This is like our old classic mineral room featuring minerals from all over the world, historic minerals.
Systematic display.
Yep, systematic display.
Let's go take a look at this. Oh, this is great. You have it organized elements, sulfides, oxides. Well, this is terrific. So this is like kind of almost the educational area.
Yes. Well, it's always good to remind people, what a mineral is, how they're made up.
And then a little library, and all these books are available for sale.
Nope. This is our
reference.
own. This is our own library.
And what is in the crystal grotto?
We call it the Crystal Grotto, and it contains quartz from all over the world, mostly backlit.
Okay, I'm going to turn my light off so that we can appreciate there we go. So do you have people just come in here and kind of stand for a while?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I bet. I mean, it's beautiful in here.
But it first needs to be discovered because it's hidden back here.
Behind a black sheet.
Right. Now, we don't want to make it too obvious.
Yeah, make them work for it.
Finding crystals can't be too easy. So yeah, there's like historic minerals from Europe, from old collections. And of course, this keeps changing constantly.
And you're still actively buying material to stock the store, correct?
Oh yeah, we're being offered collections quite often.
When you have mineral ephemera, paraphernalia, old carbide lamps,
right,
oil lamps,
or
old
just
wines,
plain charming samples, old geologic rock collections. Yeah.
Now I imagine these books are available for sale.
These are available,
since you have
yeah.
multiple copies of many of these.
But in the age of Amazon, book sales don't really matter that much
You're right.
anymore.
Super. And I love this.
Good old safe.
Solid.
It does contain a few Swiss minerals as well, but I gotta get the key first.
That's fine. And this is one display that I really love here. These are all fiber optic lights coming down from the top. I'll actually turn off my light so you can better see how this works. So you have these fiber optics coming down, illuminating these mini thumbnail-sized specimens. Andreas, what is the story behind this display?
Now, this is older than it looks. It was made for highlighting small specimens that are usually a little hard to present, so they don't get overlooked. So they have one big lamp with a lot of fiber optics, highlighting each single specimen.
I think it's actually pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, we get the key to the safe?
We do.
Dun, dun, dun.
There's like a nice little pile of boxes containing a few more Gwindles for everyone's enjoyment.
Fantastic. Ah, look at that. Look at that right there.
Yeah.
And you still exhibit at Tucson occasionally, correct?
Usually I do a showcase at the TGMS, always highlighting, Swiss minerals.
I love it. You're the champion of Swiss minerals. It's like people often ask me, oh, how come you live in Hawaii? And my reaction is, well, the 50th state needs representation. It might as well be me. Swiss minerals need representation. It might as well be you.
Absolutely.
All right, let's go a little bit deeper into the shop here. And this is where we really kind of started losing the connection during our Mineral Talks Live interview. So the viewers never got a chance to see what's in here.
This is our fossil room, featuring fossils from all over the world, of all kinds.
You've got some really nice trilobites here with the compound eyes that are up on the antennas there. Or they're probably not antennas, they're eye stalks. I heard your silence. And we got the megalodon teeth over here.
Yep, up to pretty significant sizes.
Now, majority of these are they still coming from America,
Yes.
US? Okay.
South Carolina.
South Carolina, that's right.
Quite a lot of...
And then great imprints here. That actually looks like an ancient ginkgo leaf. Seems very similar to that.
Is American as well.
Okay.
We do get quite a lot of fossils from the US.
Sure.
Currently, let's say the dominating three countries would be the US, Morocco, and England.
Oh, look at this. This is a ginkgo,
This is a ginkgo, yes.
Look at that. 55 million years old from North Dakota. Wow. That's amazing. Then we have opalized ammonites over here. And these are the Canadian ones?
Yes.
Yep. And this is a lovely presentation. Look at that. A lot of nice red in there. Now, what is the more rare color? Is it the red or is it the kind of blues and purples?
The blues would be the rarest.
Okay.
But, of course, it's always a question of taste. But I think...
Of course, yeah.
One that has all the colors is just... probably the most desirable.
Yeah, yeah.
And here's an American example from South Dakota.
Oh, wow.
With, the iridescence still preserved from the original shell.
Fantastic.
And of course, we do have a lot of decorative stones as well.
Hey, you're a business.
Mammoth, amber.
Petrified wood.
Yep, can't be without it. There's a few more.
Oh, you got a nice selection over here.
And then we're back in the mineral world.
And what, it looks like we've got a little bit of worldwide here.
Yes, worldwide minerals of the better kind.
Okay, all right.
say.
So this is maybe a little higher quality.
Yes.
Looks like we've got some Congo stuff in here, or that's from Namibia.
Yes, Namibian.
We've got Owela mine here.
Spanish pyrite.
Yeah, that's probably, is that Navajun? Yep.
Yes.
We've got some Brazilianites up there.
Right.
Tourmalines, other barrels there.
And American quartz.
Quartz from
Arkansas.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, despite all the Swiss quartz, we still do have.
Got some topaz up there.
Quartz. Yep.
Super.
And
got some fluorites in here. Calcites. Is that crocoite back there?
Yep, crocoite, crystallized suchalite in crystals.
Well, now let's see, these are from the Red Lead mine, and that's Dundas region, which is kind of, it's the same region, but that's not specific on the mine.
No.
I was there at the Adelaide mine filming a program, and John Cornish was there, and we spent a lot of, and John's just a terrific guy, and I know that he was a big influence for you.
He was.
That's cool.
And now we're leaving the planet mostly, because this is our meteorite
so we're doing the
showcase.
meteorites here.
Yeah.
Superb.
Stony meteorites. Quite the variety, including some real museum pieces. Then these are the, let's say, meteorite.
The glass.
Let's say caused by meteorites.
Okay. So it's the fused sand once they
terrestrial rock that turned into glass by the impact of a huge meteorite. And then more meteorites.
Super. Oh, but you also have something interesting in here. You got moon rocks back there.
Yes. And the one back there is actually a pretty big piece.
Is that the disc there? Or which one?
That's
or the one that's inside the pack?
Yeah, no, that's just a little fragment. But up here, that's a pretty significant piece. The black and white.
Oh, right on. Fantastic. You get the pallasites there. Wonderful. What a cool combination. Well, now, Andreas, you were talking earlier about a new exhibit that you're going to be putting into the shop here.
Right.
And you have samples of it upstairs. So
exactly.
Why don't we take the viewers upstairs and show them, give them a sneak peek.
A little teaser.
Yeah.
And for that, we're moving towards the office.
The corporate office. This is a really nice building, I have to say. This is great.
About 120 years old, and yeah, occasionally you see little decorative elements that kind of hint at Art Nouveau style.
Okay.
And of course, some of the rooms had to be redone for use as an office, and yeah, works perfectly.
And today is Monday, so you are normally closed, and that's why there's nobody
no one here. Yeah, usually there's more people.
Yeah, exactly.
Rummaging around.
Right.
So yeah, we do special exhibits on a regular basis. Like for instance, in May this year, we did an anniversary exhibit called Stein und Zeit.
And I recognize that signature. That looks familiar to me. It looks like a young Ukrainian friend of ours.
Exactly. And I just told her, do something that combines rocks with time and collecting.
Okay.
And she pretty much sent me this, and I was just totally in love with it. Yeah.
And for those of you who are not quite sure, that's Ksenia Levterova that we're talking about right there. Yeah. She did that original artwork on the cover.
Yeah. Because Stein und Zeit means stone and age.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was about, age meaning, we're celebrating 60 years of the Siber Siber company, kind of, showing our company, what we do.
60 years. It
Yes.
seems like everyone's going into the 60-year celebration now. Next
Yeah.
year will be the 60-year celebration of the St. Alpine show. And you were
Right.
saying that other shows locally are
Yeah,
also in that
celebrating 60 years. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, and we had quite a few nice specimens on display here during that show. And so next May, it'll be all dedicated to Swiss minerals.
Fantastic.
Because we're going to open, well, we could call it Alpine Room or Alpine Gallery.
Okay.
A whole room. We're right now busy redoing it, and it'll be all dedicated to really nice Swiss stones.
Top-end Alpine Swiss pieces.
Maybe the occasional Italian rock thrown in from the Italian
If
Alps.
you have
Who
to.
knows? Yeah. So, yeah, right now they're like stored back here.
Okay.
So it's not a fancy showcase.
No,
but
this is just storage.
But it's storage with style.
Oh, shit. Oh, look at some of these.
So here we got just some exceptional smoky quartz points, pitch black, and all natural.
Yeah.
We got phantom quartz, some from historic localities that are no longer open.
Okay.
Like this one is not, that locality is closed, and it's famous for green phantom quartz.
Oh, that's a beautiful piece.
Or just, a nice, sizable smoky quartz specimen like this.
Terrific. Now, I was talking about this in an earlier interview that I was doing in Munich about the belief that the ancient belief that quartz was actually ice that had been frozen for so long. Was that a Swiss story, or do you know where that came from?
No, I may be wrong, but no, I think it was a Roman.
It was Roman.
A Roman about 2,000 years ago.
Okay.
I think it was Plinius who said quartz is frozen ice.
I love it. I love it. Been frozen so long and hard that it became rock. And then look at some of these. What great clusters, great color.
Yeah. Again, we don't have that many rare and colorful minerals, but the quartz we have does stand out. Especially when it's on white granite.
Yes, absolutely. And I love that you have the variety just on this shelf.
Right.
You've got the lighter smoky, kind of the medium smoky, maybe a little bit darker over here, but then down here it definitely becomes darker. And as we saw in the previous cabinet, even right there, almost black.
Right. And then, of course, a nice sidekick to smoky quartz can be pink fluorite.
Fluorites, yes.
And of course, the pink color is something that the Alps are famous for.
Mm-hmm.
So here's...
I mean, you look at it and you immediately know where it's from.
Yeah. And of course, so some nice fluorites have to be in that Alpine gallery as well. But, occasionally also something that may not be the most colorful. But this, for instance, is a mineral that's found in one spot in the Alps and nowhere else on Earth.
Really?
Yeah, it's called Kapharsite. So these black crystals are something that's actually quite rare.
Fascinating.
So the rare and unusual has to be part of it.
Absolutely. When is that going to open?
We don't have the exact date yet, but it'll be late May. Late May 25.
2025.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, hopefully people coming to next year's Munich show or future Munich shows will consider driving out here. It's about maybe 3.5, 4 hour drive.
Exactly.
And it's a very easy drive, and come visit you, take a look at the exhibit, and enjoy Switzerland.
Because, will be here. The exhibit will be here for a long time to come. Of course, since the specimens are for sale, it may not always be the same,
Of course,
which
yeah.
means something may not be here anymore, but something cool may have come in the
take its
meantime.
place.
So
Right.
it'll always be worth visiting.
Okay, so viewers, come on down. Just don't show up on a Monday. And Andreas, thank you so
Hey,
much. Great to see
Great
you
seeing
again,
you,
buddy.
Warren.
Cheers.